Shows ambush attacks on law enforcement more than doubled compared to the same time frame in 2020.
Fraternal Order of Police National Vice President Joe Grimaldi joins us now to discuss. Joe, thanks for being here. We'll bring up the numbers on the screen. There is a 148% increase on ambush-style attacks on officers from this time in 2020. It just seems like it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it's absolutely getting worse, and people don't actually have any idea how bad it really is. We've had 220 police officers shot in this country this year thus far. That's the highest number we've seen since we started tracking this. You combine that with ambush attacks being up 148%, and these miscreants, they declared open season on our police officers. It's completely out of control, and it mirrors exactly what's going on in our communities right now. We've had over 20,000 murders in 2020. We haven't seen those numbers since the mid-90s. And in 2021, we're outpacing that. And this is what happens when you allow revolving door criminal justice policies, and we have these, these opportunistic politicians and some of these charlatans in the media who are just demonizing and denigrating the hardworking men and women of law enforcement. I mean, they call us murderers outwardly. They call us every name in the book, and then they play stupid when violence against us goes up and violence in our communities goes through the roof. And we, as the American public, we really need to make a decision right now whether we want law and order or do we want anarchy and chaos on our streets, because it's getting to a point where it's going to be we can't get back to it.
Joe, you mentioned the politicians. Are the American people waking up enough to vote out those politicians that you mentioned that allowed it to get this bad?
Well, I certainly hope so, because a recent poll from the Washington Post said the highest number that they've ever recorded in the last 20 years of people that are concerned about violent crime in America. And a recent Gallup poll that said 81% of black Americans want more police officers in their neighborhoods. And a recent poll out of Detroit said that over 90% of people across all demographics want more police officers in their neighborhoods. So what I would tell your viewers at home is that if your community is being ravaged by violent crime right now, and you have politicians that are not standing on a bedrock platform of law and order and still calling to ridiculously defund the police, you need to vote their asses out.
Wow. It is the morning show, Joe. My goodness, that is some fiery passion. Joe Grimaldi.
I had a double shot of cappuccino this morning.
We can tell.
Yeah, we can.